Yes, people of YouTube, welcome back. So today is upper A session. It's a Monday. It's Monday the 8th of December. I'm just eating my pre-workout, which is slightly bumped up from last week's. So we have got a bump in dry weight rice, 25 grams, that's it. That's the only change. So we've got 125 grams dry weight sushi rice, 150 gram fresh prep lemon peri peri chicken, 80 grams of banana, 10 grams of coconut oil, 15 grams of honey, 3 grams of pink salt. Now, 2 grams of salt per meal across the day, but pre-workout we go in with 3 and then 1 gram in our intra. So yeah, we're going to go Apex tonight. I've actually made a massive fuck up and left my bag with all my intra and pre-workout shit at home. So I'm going to eat this, close the shop, go home, prepare my intra and pre, and then head to the gym. So yeah, I will talk you through in real time my whole workout. I love Apex Gym. Now, the only issue I get when I've been training at a gym for so long is because you know everybody talks to you, which I don't mind. Like, I will help anybody out with their training, nutrition, PEDs, etc. But whilst I'm in a workout, it really winds me up. So I've actually brought some over-the-ear headphones. So I'm hoping that puts people off talking to me just while I'm training. But we will see. Plus, having the camera set up and filming me talking to the camera might put people off as well. So what have we got on upper A? Let's get the dock up. We have got a cable rear delt fly, 2 sets, mid incline Smith press, 2 sets, flat machine press, 2 sets, a lat pull down, 2 sets, barbell row, 2 sets, and then a lateral move of choice, 2 failure sets, where the first set is just an 8 to 12 and the second set is an SST set of like 4 failure points, just like a massive rest pause basically. Yeah, as of this morning, bodyweight wise, I think last week's video I was like 196. I was slightly up come check-in day Friday, which was 198. This morning I was actually up again, so I was 199 pounds this morning. So teetering on that 200 pound mark, so I'm 9 pound up since my diet low, and it's not been that long. It's been about 4 weeks, which is good. I typically put on weight really slow coming out of a diet. Some people blow up. I don't. The people who blow up, is it because they eat a lot of shit food and it's just like massive water retention? 80 to 90% of the time. Some people can eat clean, stick to the plan, and they just blow up anyway. I don't. I have been eating clean. I had an off-plan meal last weekend. Nothing this week. So yeah, I'm feeling good. I've got like 2.5 weeks left on cycle. Rest of this week, another 2 weeks. Then we'll drop down to a cruise, into a bit of a pre-prep phase, ready for my first show next year, which is June the 27th, which is the PCA Derby. So yeah, really looking forward to that. Anyway, I'm going to get this down and I will catch you in the gym. Yes, people, welcome to upper session A at Apex. So, first exercise is cuffed rear delt cable flies. Now, I'm doing these single arms just because the close that dual arm is taken. So I'm going to do 3 pyramid sets, and then it's 2 working sets. So pyramid sets, just a little warm up. 3 times 12 as a warm up. You'll notice how I'm going from like a high to low with the cable. That's because your rear delt actually works in a high to low plane. If you want to activate it, come high, then come down low. That's how you're going to activate your rear delts. Right, I'm going to stop recording, finish my warm-ups, and I'll see you on the first working set. Right, first working set. So I've done 3 sets of 12, pyramiding up in weight, so getting heavier each set. Now I'm going to hit 2 failure sets. 2 sets, 8 to 12. Second one, finishing off with partials. Get them big fucking rear delts. Let's go. You see, I'll pause in the shortened and I'll pause in the lengthened just to control the 2 end of range of motion points to take any momentum out. Now, when you do single arm unilateral stuff, you want to give yourself enough rest in between each side. Like, don't do one side, go straight into the other. Almost just done like 2 separate sets. So rest in between, then onto the other. But do not neglect your rear fucking delts. If you want big, round, capped, fucking bowling ball delts, then your rear delts are going to play such a fucking massive part in this. Like, it's stupid when you see somebody with a really big front delt, cap side delt, and just fucking straight flat rear delt. Yeah, don't neglect your rear delts. Right now, I hit them 2 or 3 times a week. Upper day, push day, no, upper day and posterior day, I think. My memory's shit, I can't remember without looking. Oh, left hand side. Oh. Set 1 done. 1 more set, 8 to 12. I've got 11 there, so 8 to 12. I'll probably come down a plate, finish off some partials, and I will see you at the Smith machine. We have got incline mid Smith press next. So, second warm up set, mid incline Smith. We are at about 26 degrees. Good thing about the Panetta one, it's actually got the degrees on it. But yeah, first check exercise, so we warm up quite a bit. We have just done the bar for 20, and then a 10 aside for 15. I'm going to do a plate aside for 10 to 12, and a plate and a half aside, and just gradually work my way up. Now, is I'm working the load up, I'm also working the reps down. So these are not pyramid sets. Pyramid sets is where we'd up the weight on every set and hit the same reps. These are just kind of progressive warm-up sets where the load goes higher, but the reps come down, so as not to massively fatigue ourselves before getting into our working sets. So, second warm-up. So, use your warm-up sets as they're basically your practice sets. We don't really get much practice in training. So treat your warm-up sets exactly as you would your working sets, with tempo, range of motion, effort. I like a little pause in the lengthened, a little pause in the shortened at the top without locking my elbows out. And if you're somebody who struggles to feel your chest on any kind of barbell or Smith press, then when you grab the bar, think about grabbing the bar and moving your hands together. Just that little range of motion there will just tighten your chest up, and you will feel a much better contraction and much better connection. Warm-up's done. So what we've done, bar for 20, 10 aside for 15, plate aside for 10, plate and a half aside for 8, 2 plates aside for 3. Now we're going to go into his working, which is 2.5 plates aside and a 2.5 kilo. Now, I am not the strongest presser in the world by far. Pressing is probably my weakest fucking body part when it comes to strength, but we don't give a fuck about that. Like, we are bodybuilders, not powerlifters. So as long as I'm progressing week to week, month to month, reps and weight is steadily pushing up as body weight goes up, we are fucking happy. So this is a 7 to 9 working set. Now, I'm pretty sure the last time I was in here, I did 2.5 plates aside, so we've added 5 kilos. So let's see how the fuck we get on. Also, you know shit's going down when the t-shirt comes off and the elbow sleeves come on. Oh. 2, 3. Up, 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 up. Oh. 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 Oh, come on. Hit the fucking rep range. We fucking love that. Right, 3 minutes rest. Take me to 29, 30, well, 32 minutes. And then we do a little back off. Yeah. Lighter load, higher rep range, a failure again, and then on to a flat press. Now, I am a logbooker, but I'm not married to the fucking logbook. We use it as a reference point. Now, I'll never ever aim to beat the logbook with sloppy reps. So I don't care if I'm stuck on the same weight and same reps for 3 or 4 weeks. As long as my form's tight, as long as my body weight's going up, as long as everything's progressing, food's progressing, body weight's progressing, PEDs are progressing, you will get stronger. Just stay locked in to that form, stay locked into the set. Don't try and use other muscle groups to move the load. Don't try and use body English, momentum, stay locked in, keep that form tight, and then progressions will come eventually. So what are we? We're 20, 40, 50, 100, 105. We're going to go down to 85 for the back off, so a 20 key reduction. So that's about 20% load reduction for our back off. And that, our rep range is 10 to 12. We've got 7 with that, 20% load reduction. We should be failing somewhere in that 10 to 12. So I'll stretch them off and then we'll fucking get it. Right, we've got another 30 seconds rest, then we go again. Why do I time my rest periods? Because there's something that I note down. I always try and rest 3 minutes between most sets. 4 or 5 minutes on massive compounds like stiff legs, RDLs, things like that. Just to keep everything as consistent as possible. Now, if, for example, somebody comes and talks to me in between sets and end up resting for like 6-7 minutes, I will note that down because I'm going to be a lot stronger on that second set than I normally will be after 3 minutes. So always keep a note of these things. If you can track it, you can measure it, you can manage it, and you know where you are. Right. Come on. 1, 2, 3. Up. Ooh. 11. Come on. It's been a few weeks since I've done this session in here, so I will make sure I do the same session in here next time it comes round, and we will progress that shit. So next up, we've got a flat press. Now hopefully the gym Leco one's free, because I do really like that. So yeah, I'll fucking see you over there, mate. Flat press, gym Leco. This is actually a really, really nice piece of kit. It really overloads the lengthened, and it does drop off a touch in the shortened. So it overloads back here, drops off in the shortened, pretty much matching your own strength curve. We are stronger in the lengthened to mid, and always going to be weaker in the mid to short. It's not quite perfect. Like you don't fail as you finish that last rep in the shortened. Like you can set a lot of prime pieces to do, but it's much better than, for example, a hammer strength piece where we are 99% of the time getting heavy in the shortened, where we're weakest. So a 7 to 9 and a 12 to 15. Now, even though I've just done 3 or 4 warm-ups on the Smith and 2 working sets, I am still going to take a couple of warm-ups. Nothing major, nothing overly fatiguing. So we're going to start with a plate side. Just to get used to the fucker. Plate side, 2 plates side, probably 2.5 plates side, working set. So I'm going to stick another plate side on, 2 reps, and then see what the working set. So we're going to in with the working set, 2.5 a side. I'm actually adding a new logbook in the last couple of weeks. I haven't trained down here for a while, so I have no idea what I used to do on this. I'm pretty sure it was about 2.5 plates a side. Like I say, my chest, my pushing strength is not my strongest. I'm quite light right now. I'm 9 pounds up from end of the diet, but I'm still under 200 pounds. You find that pressing strength comes on a lot as your body weight goes up. Machines, maybe more free weight movements just because of the stabilizing factor that you've got with extra body weight. But We'll see how we go. We'll log this and we'll know for next time. Come on. Oh, oh, oh. Steady 9, and the rep range was 7 to 9, so perfect. I will actually stick at that weight, that loading, until I get 10 reps before I add any more load. So what was that? That was 100 for 9, and then we'll drop down to 80 for the back off. But yeah, I'll never rush load progressions. Like, I'll always run my I'll always run one past the rep range at least before I chase that load. I'm still progressing, reps still going up, so there's no point in chasing load for chasing load's sake. Because a lot of the time it comes with a drop off in form because you're chasing that load. So get past the high end of your rep range for that particular set. At least 1 rep past it, sometimes even 2, and then go up with a bump and load and then chase that rep progression down until you're 1 or 2 above the top end of your rep range. Right, back off set time. Right, back off set time. So 20% load reduction, higher rep range, failure point. And then this is our last set of pushing movements. And then we are going on 2 back movements, a side delt movement, because like I said before, training side delts 3 times a week at the minute, and it's paid fucking dividends. Like, the roundness to my shoulders has never been so good. But anyway, head in the fucking game, Matt, come on. Oh, oh. Oh, perfect. Steady 12, which will fucking do us nicely. Right, pack the plates away, and then over to the pull down. Pull downs, bent over rows, side delts. Jobs are fucking good. First back exercise. So, flat pull downs, 2 sets, both 8 to 12 rep range. So, like I say, it's been a while since I trained down here. So, like, if I hit top end of the rep range of a certain weight, then I will probably stick to that same weight. If I hit 12 on the first set, I'll be able to stick to the same weight and get around the 8 on the second set. I actually like a neutral grip on this. So I've got a neutral grip bar. It's quite narrow. Not super narrow, it's not like a V grip, but narrower than a normal bar. And it just keeps my elbow path quite tight to my torso, and I really feel it in my lats. Now, I've just done 15 reps on a really light weight because it's my first back exercise. If this was a full back day and this was like my 4th and 5th exercise in, I wouldn't need loads of warm-ups. But first back exercise, I'm going to take a few warm-ups, work up to my top 2 working sets. Take the elbow sleeves off now because I don't fucking need them. Warm-ups. Nice. So what I'm thinking about when I'm doing these is, because it's a lat biased movement, it's not an upper back or kind of mid back terries, rhomboids, any traps, anything like that. I'm thinking about keeping my elbows tucked, but also elbows in front of me as I'm coming down. A slight little lean back, just so I can fully contract the lats at the bottom. No major momentum helping me to pull the weight down. So yeah, that's what I'm constantly thinking about. Elbows in front, elbows tucked, slightly in back in the shortened, just to get that full contraction on my lats. I'll do 1 or 2 more warm-ups and then I'll go straight in with my working sets. What you'll also see me do is at the top of the movement, I won't fully extend and put my shoulders up. I'll try and keep my shoulders depressed and I won't let my arms go fully straight. I tend to find that that keeps a lot more tension on your lat than going kind of letting your shoulders go from depressed to popping up and arms straight. I just feel like I lose all tension in my lat doing that. Stick me fucking straps on, kid, for the last warm up. Then for the working sets, because I will need straps in my bent over row anyway. Something that I recommend everybody get for their back training. Use your grip as much as you can up until the point that your grip's going to fail, because we do want to grip as strong as possible too. Using straps on the off is not the best because you're just never ever going to improve your grip strength. But yeah, use it to a certain point when you feel like your grip's gonna fail, and then stick the fucking straps on, kid. Last warm up. Ready for a fucking working set, son. My back is my fucking weakest point. But it's getting better. It's getting better. What things I've changed this year in my back training is execution overload. Like, I have rowed a hell of a lot more than I'm doing now on a barbell row. I've pulled down a lot more on a pull down. Now, is there something to be said building a thick big back with heavy load? Yeah. But if you've tried it for years or a couple of years and it's just not working, then it's time to switch something up and try and lock that execution in a bit more. Overload. Now, bent over row, what you'll probably see me do next is I'll do 2 sets. On my heavy set, I might use a little bit more body English. My form might be a little bit slacker. And then on my back off set, I will tend to really lock that form in. So a little bit of best of both worlds. Anyway, first working set of pull downs. Get some fucking happy hardcore tunage on. Come on. Come on, Matt. Big back. Oh, oh. Oh. Oh.
Nice. Really felt that. So yeah, I only got like 9 on that, I think. So shit at remembering my rep numbers. I'm going to put it as 9. I'll rewatch it back and edit it later on if I'm wrong. So 85 for 9. So I'm going to go down to 75 for my back off. Probably get same amount of reps, maybe 1 or 2 more if we're lucky. Good rest period first, and then we shall go again. Oh. Move out of the way, kid. Some knobhead keeps putting his fucking tripod in people's ways. Yes, I have become that dickhead in the gym with a tripod. Again, nice rest period. Then we'll hit it again. And yes, you did fucking hear me right, just. I listen to Happy Hardcore or UK Hardcore 90% of the time when I'm training. Why? Because I fucking love it, mate. Oh. Right. What a tune. It's all down to you. Oh. 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 So yeah, max reps 9, lesser load, max reps, still fell in that 8 to 12 range. Which is perfectly fucking acceptable, Matt. Row time. So barbell row, and I definitely warm up on these because I've got a fucking notoriously shit lower back. So we'll just do the bar for a few reps. We'll do a plate aside, plate and a half aside, 2 plates aside. Probably only go to like 140 anyway. So yeah, couple of warm-ups. Warm that old man back up. Quite a wide foot stance, just to take a little bit of pressure off the lower back. Now, there's a fine line with warm-ups with a barbell row in my eyes, where we want to condition ourselves to be bent over with load and slowly progress the weight up in your warm-ups. But being bent over with load is fucking fatiguing. So we don't want to fatigue ourselves too much before we go into the working set. So it's a fine balance. Don't know if you can hear that, but listen to that. There's nothing like metal plates clanging. Bosh. I've been for about 4 pisses since I've been here. I've been here like an hour and 5 minutes. If you don't piss at least 4 or 5 times while you're in the gym, you're not fucking drinking enough water. So I've just done 6 reps with a plate aside. I'll do 4 to 5 reps with a plate and a half, a couple of reps with a plate aside, and just keep working my way up, see how I feel. I think, I don't know, I can't even remember. It's in my old logbook. I don't go heavy on these just because of my back. Because I put my back out being a fucking hero, and then it takes me like 2 to 3 weeks of not being able to do the movements to get me back right, and they just never progress. So I prefer to take small, low progressions and keep myself fucking safe. So 2 plates aside for a couple. And then I will actually have a look in my logbook now to see if I have actually logged any bent over rows in this logbook. I possibly could have done, but I'm not a fucking 100% sure. Push. Upper. Oh. So upper B, I did 120 for 7-8. That was exactly a week ago. So we'll just go 120. So I'll do 100 for 2 reps. I'll stick a 10 aside on, see if we can push past 7 or 8. If I put 7/8 in the logbook, I probably got the 7th, but the 8th one was very fucking questionable. Yeah. So. Just a double for the last warm up. Take my car keys out of my pocket. Because they don't know about Greece. Being in the film with the trees. You was like one sort of trees. My first one came with bossing job. Bossing your mom to read the piece. Like so many pieces of piece. Right. Oh, come on. Tell me what you know about surfing the train. No logical thinking, that stress on the brain. One time I smoked AMC, but any money they want. Me a game. I've been a living since that to make it was a respect of name. Right. First working. Come on. Come on, soft lad. Show us what you can do. Oh. 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 So a 9 now. Form, like I said before, first set, heavier set, is always not the best. It's not bad, but could be better. But just the fact that you're bent over with load, sometimes it's worth going that touch heavier, getting your body conditioned to that. And then on my back off now, I will tighten them reps up, tighten the form up. First I need to catch my breath, and I need to quit vaping because I blow up my arse way too often. Oh. Now we'll have a longer than usual rest time with a heavy compound like this, rather than just 3 minutes like we usually take on any of us pressing compounds. Just because overall fatigue of something like this is a hell of a lot more than something like a Smith press or a fucking lateral raise. So I'm going to have 4 or 5 minutes rest, and then we will go again. We are back after our rest. So back off set, just 2 plates aside, where we aim to tighten up the form from that more grip and rip set, shall we call it, first set. So let's fucking go. Boyo! Come on. Come on. Tight form, tight form. Oh, head back. Come on, you cunt. Oh. Run. Steady 10. Little few second hold at the end, just bent over, just getting that posterior used to stabilising and being bent over with load. For somebody with a really shit and weak and fragile lower back, little things like that built up over the year can massively help. Everything from your core bracing to your erector strength and everything in between, everything that we use to stabilise when we bent over. So core, erectors, glutes, hamstrings, everything. That little bit of a pause in that bent over position with load will have such a carry on if it's done consistently and progressively over time. Now, I'm going to strip the bar, film the logbook in, and then a couple of sets of side delts, maybe a cheeky pump check, and we're done. Right, last exercise. A lateral raise variation on the Panata multi-flight, which is really fucking good. So when we're training delts, side delts 3 times a week, I'll tend to alternate between some kind of standing machine, some kind of CT side lateral machine, and then a good old fucking dumbbell raise. So we've got an 8 to 12 set, and then a 10 rep max which is pretty much like an SST7 set, where we'll 10 rep max, fail, 45 seconds rest, fail, 30 seconds rest, fail, 15 seconds rest, fail, 5 seconds rest, partials, ISO hold, fucking smoked. So, we will see. Oh. 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 Couple of cheeky warm-ups, only a few reps, and then we will get straight into it. So my headphone trick kind of worked tonight. Like, I've still had a few people mithering me, but overall it's not been too bad. A lot of people have come over and started speaking to me just because they've seen me put a story on Instagram about people leaving me alone if I wear big headphones. So, piss takers, really. Bastards. Okay. Working set. Mm. 8 to 12. I like a little pause in the short, a little pause in the lengthened. Oh. Come on. Nice. And then this is another exercise that I won't really log. Progressions on a side delt, raise, like your side delt's that small, they're never going to come thick and fast. So just make sure I keep the same tempo, same range of motion, pause in the lengthened, pause in the short, and they will eventually progress. So for this, I'll literally just set a timer, or the stopwatch should I say, on my phone, stick it on top of my bag. So fail, 45 seconds rest, fail, 30 seconds rest, fail, 15 seconds rest, 30 seconds rest, fail, 15, fail, 5 seconds rest, partials, ISO hold. Fucking smoke it, come on. Oh. Come on. Oh. Hey. What you'll find is the reps you're able to get between each rest period just become less and less as you rest less. 15 seconds. Come on. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh. 30 seconds. It's a proper fucking burner. Especially when you get to the shorter rest periods at the end with the partials and ISO hold. It's a fucking killer, kid. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Uh, uh, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we are done. Quick pump check, and then I will catch you at home with either meal 5 or meal 6. Quick pump check. Upper, done. See you at home. We are back, people. So that was pretty much my full upper A session down at Apex Gym. Now, post-workout time, so we have got 60 grams of Train by JP Clear Whey ISO lemon flavour. I only actually like 2 flavours, the strawberry and the lemon, so I switch between the two. I do a tub of lemon and then a tub of strawberry. So 60 grams of whey. Give that a fucking shake. Then we have got 150 grams of Cocoa Pops, or just rice-based cereal, so Rice Krispies or Cocoa Pops. So 150, that's way too much, Matt. $150, and then we should have 200ml of almond milk, unsweetened. But I fucking forgot to bring it from the shop, so we're going in with lactose-free milk because I am lactose intolerant. And then 2 grams of salt, which we weighed out this morning, and then the remainder of the salt will go into meal 6, and 20 grams of honey, which is a 5 gram increase from last week. And yeah, that was upper session A at Apex. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you fuckers on the next one. Thank you for watching.